What's
Okay,
good,
we
people?
good.
We
I
good?
said we're good. Yeah, we're good, bro. We're good, bro.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel.
So,
Drawing for mental health. First episode. Something slight. Um, right now, it's just like the introductory episode, so we don't really have much of a flow going on here, but we'll eventually like get into that. Would you like to introduce ourselves, sir? Or
oh yeah, I
you
got
know?
you. I got you. Oh,
Okay,
you
okay,
want me?
okay.
You want me to introduce each other, bro?
You introduce yourself, bro.
I got you. I got you. What it do, people? My name is Folo, aka my Folo, aka the kid, aka yes sir. That's all I got. That's all I got. Um, well, yeah. Beside names, like, what are we just gonna like? What are we talking about?
Anyway, my name is
Don't do
Colin.
that. Don't do that.
Also go by Clanum. Check out my website. It's also going to be in like the description below because I can do that. Like the YouTube channel, like we can just put our stuff there. I don't know if you want to do that.
I
No?
shoot. I got you, bro. Like,
Okay.
my website is Befollow Production. Well, it's gonna be underneath there too. That's the same link to my Instagram. I don't do Twitter, so just follow me on the gram. Check out the website, bro.
It's X.
You know,
It's X, bro. It's called X.
and that's why I don't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's about it. Unless you got something else to say.
I just want to like explain what we're gonna be doing here, cause like we just kind of said it's drawn for mental health, and that's about it. But basically, what we're gonna be doing is like we're gonna be drawing our stuff. I got Cyclops over here, drawing like a little, quick, very quick drawing. But while we do that, we're going to be talking about mental health, anything that lies within that. We could also be talking about our art at some point. It might get a little crazy. It might not. Who knows? It's very exploratory.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. So let's get to it. Oh, bro, it's kind of hot in here. Let me take out my. I'm about to shirt real fast, bro.
You're going to strip on camera? What the?
Bro.
Oh my gosh! He's flashing!
Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir. Whew.
Bro, I'm about to censor that.
I can't do it, bro. Relax, bro.
I'm about to censor that, bro. Like, that's so foul. I can't believe you gonna flash people on our first episode. Who does that?
Hey, look, bro. At least they know. They know what to expect.
The hell?
Bro. Now I gotta want to put my hoodie back on.
Then why take it off?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Bro. Don't worry about me. Just start the thing, bro. Just start it, bro.
Anyway, so what we're gonna talk about first, because I think it's very important when it comes to at least our demographic. It's about the stigma that follows men and mental health. I thought that would be like a good first episode topic because like it's really hard for men to like talk about their mental health because they're always being told they have to like fit within a certain stereotype, which is like you have to be stoic, you have to constantly keep your head on your shoulders, you can't cry, you can't do a lot of different things that would make you more vulnerable. So I think when it comes to that, it just kind of it makes it really hard for men to like live their day-to-day lives, at least like for me, because I feel like I need to talk about my emotions and like how I feel on a day-to-day basis. Like I have a therapist. I'm not gonna sit here and like be fake. I have a whole therapist. I originally didn't have a therapist going into the summer, but this upcoming fall, I was like, you know what? I can't do this anymore, and I got a therapist. And at first it was like every 2 weeks, but then I was like, yo, man, I'm gonna need to see you weekly. Actually, like this ain't doing too great, and it's really hard, bro. It's really hard.
Yeah. Um. So like, how do you feel that's actually helping you, like therapist wise? Because I know a lot of people say when they do have a therapist, it kind of makes stuff worse. Um. At least some people that I talked to told me, like they were dealing with a bunch of stuff and they thought they had a good like handle on it, and they decided to go to a therapist so it can kind of I guess they can take it to the next level, but it made it a little worse. So I
Mm.
guess like what would you say about that? Like, do you feel like for you it makes it worse or is it like easier?
I feel like it depends on um the stage that you're at with your mental health, because like when I first started, I've been in therapy for like a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Long time as in like 2020. But when I first started out, it was actually in group therapy.
Yeah.
So I was not like the person who had to talk. I could just sit there and like let them talk the whole time. Like I didn't have to do anything. But I feel like that was a great way to like lead into therapy, because like once you realize that people are like vulnerable all the time, then you don't really feel as bad about it. It's like you're it's like for those first 8 weeks or like 12 weeks, I don't remember how long it was for me. It was like I was conditioning myself.
Yeah.
I was just sitting there, biding my time until like eventually um I got to the point where I felt like I could talk about my mental health and like I needed to talk about it. And sometimes I know that there's like cases where you kind of have to dive deep in order to like um, really find something. And sometimes when you dive deep, it does kind of open uh, like a can of worms for you. So it's kind of like it really just depends on how you want to deal with your mental health and like where you're at with it. I felt
Yeah.
like I was at a good stage to like open up about it
Yeah.
and be like, I have I have some issues that I need to work through, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's really valid because I feel like for me, I grew up in a really strict African household. For those of you who don't know by the by the name, I am from the DRC, aka Democratic Republican of the Congo. You know,
Ooh.
yeah, yeah. Where all my DRC people out here, bro. And then my sister shows up like, yee. But so like I
The
grew up
one
in a
person.
really, you said what?
The one person. The one person in the crowd.
Yeah, bro. Totally. Or maybe both of them. Who knows, bro? But hey, um, I grew up in a very like strict household. Um, we weren't really allowed to do a lot of stuff like go to the movie theaters. Like we would go, but it was a rare occasion type of stuff, and it's just like more they seen it more like an American kind of standpoint, and I feel like what I'm about to say now can a lot of black household can relate, or a lot of black guys, black male can relate to it. My parents didn't believe in slash don't believe in mental health like that. They don't believe in like depression or like having suicidal thoughts and things like that. So when I was dealing with my mental health at a really young age, I didn't have anybody to, talk to about it. So what I decided to do was basically just subconsciously make a decision and lock all of my feelings and all of my emotions in a box, and I throw away the key. So like, and then I legit forgot about it. I spent the majority of my childhood not dealing with a lot of my emotions to the point where When I did, I kind of let it out by fighting or like just violence and stuff like that. Um, yeah, but now, like now when I hit like around like I want to say 17, I kind of started dealing with certain emotions to the point where I actually got good at analyzing my own feelings, analyzing like, you know, analyzing my own feelings and kind of just like I'm able to listen to my emotions and kind of sit there and just like think about it and basically have a conversation with myself before I react. Because I know a lot of guys, if they don't if they haven't learned how to deal with their emotions, they haven't learned how to deal with their mental health, they will let the emotion control them. They will react from the emotion instead of actually sitting down and being like, okay, well, why do I feel this way, or like, what's the whole point of me getting angry at this person for whatever reason. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess like for me, it turns out to be a good thing because I learned it on my own. For the longest, I didn't want to go therapy. I even tell my friend, I'm like, bro, I'm not going therapy. I'm not doing that. He's like, bro, one of these days you're going to go therapy. I'm gonna make him. Like, I'm not going therapy. Like it was like a whole back and forth situation until I hit like, how old was I? 25. Around that age, like, shut up, bro. Man, look at me out here telling y'all my age. That's crazy, bro. But am I really though? But not, but
Damn,
anyway.
bro's like 28.
Hey, don't do that, bro. Hold on a second. Now. Stop giving them false ideas and false Shut up, bro. Anyway, anyway, bro. Yeah, like I started going therapy around that age, and I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The first therapy session, bro, she almost made me want to commit suicide. Like she paid, like that's how deep it went. Like I was like, bro, I stepped outside the building. I looked. I'm like, I just want to kill myself. like it was so much stuff that went in it. But after that, I don't know. I started enjoying it. I went every. I don't know how often we really go. I think like every other week. I don't know, but it was cool. But now I don't do therapy anymore. I feel like I should, but I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with my emotion in a different way now, and not
Mm-hmm.
rely on therapy that much anymore. Because I'm not always going to have. At least the way I feel like I'm not always going to have my therapist there. Like especially when things pop off. Like I can't just call my therapist on a whim and be like, hey, look, shorty. I'm out here doing some stuff where I can barely wake up. What do I do?
Ma'am,
So
I'm on a bridge right now.
exactly, bro. I'm like, bro,
I'm on a bridge right now. I'm gonna need you to talk me off
like
this.
talk me off the ledge, bro. Like, wait, don't talk me off the ledge, but like just tell me I can not to do it, bro. But like, yeah. So I'm just trying to figure out how to deal with that right now. But yeah, that's a little bit of
Yeah,
my life story. But
I feel like
yeah,
when it comes to mental health, everybody has their own path. Like right now, I may be like really tied into like therapy, but going into the summer, I didn't really want to have a therapist either. But I feel like whatever works for you best is the way you really want to go. Because for me, it helps. It helps to talk it out. Like I don't want to keep it in. There's no benefit for me when I like keep like a certain emotion in. So I tend to like talk out my emotions with my friends or like um with my girlfriend. Like I'll just talk it out because that's just how I work. But there are people who like want to have that solitude in order to like really think about it and understand their own like emotions and like how they work for themselves before they actually like tell somebody about it. And I know somebody like that too. So it's kind of like you choose which method works best, but you never want to like um not deal with it at all,
Yeah.
because that'll turn out worse. Like you'll, I think when it comes to mental health, you kind of have to like continuously take care of it. It's not gonna like go away after you deal with one issue. You're not gonna be like, oh yeah, I deal with my trauma, I never have to face it again. No, you're gonna have it still. It's just, you know, you now talked it through. You now like dealt with it in the own way that you have. So I think it's really important to like understand how you want to deal with your own mental health and like admit to yourself that you need to deal with it, especially as a man, because like you can't take care of somebody else if you're not even taking care of yourself. Like I've met like some individuals that were like they had potential, like they could they really felt like they were coming up short a little bit because of the fact that they weren't dealing with that mental health, but I knew that they like had the potential to just like be healthy. They just weren't wanting to face that reality of having to deal with your mental health. So
Yeah. I mean, that's it's crazy because I feel like you and I are like was so similar, but at the same time we're really like two worlds apart. Not just because of like the cultural background and the fact that you're American, I'm African, but
really,
totally, bro. But like more in a
I didn't know
sense,
that.
shut up. More in a sense where you are like you said, like you rather talk about your feelings, with people than keep it in. Whereas I'm better when, at least now, I'm doing it more in a healthy way where I keep it in, but I don't keep it in and forget about it. Like I keep it in and I discuss it and I talk it out in my head. And the way I kind of see it is like it's like I imagine a like myself like outside. Like I'm looking at the mirror, but like I always kind of view like I'm sitting across from myself and we're having conversation back and forth, and we're trying to figure out like, okay, why do I feel this way? Like, why does this thing piss me off? Or like just like things like that. And for me, it works really well because I actually get a chance to actually prove to myself that okay, I can actually figure this out on my own, and then go talk to whatever deal with hey however I need to deal like outside of myself. And for me, that's kind of like it worked well for me. But I feel like for anybody who's like that, you also got to be careful because once you talk it out, your brain can trick you into thinking that you already dealt with it. That you no longer need to talk to anybody else about it because you feel like you came to some sense of like resolution. But in theory, you still have to go out there and actually talk to somebody else about it and be like, hey, look, this is what I'm going through. I talked to it. I figured it out on my own, but I still want to talk it out with somebody else. And I feel like that's kind of why I don't like I didn't like you or any of my friends that yeah, shut up, bro. You act like it's a different thing. I didn't like you or any of my friends like at first because both of them were into mental health like categories. One is a social worker right now, so he's dealing with like mental health for men and things like that. And then the other one is trying to be a teacher, so like he's still I guess in a way, he's going
Shout
to
out the
be.
homies.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's like I don't know. I
Don't
feel
forget to
like
black shit out.
I feel like oh shit. Yeah, I feel bro. Dang it. I feel like I attract a lot of people who want to help people. Like who wants to do a lot of mental health, especially at a time where I did not want to do anything like that. I didn't really care much about helping people. I just wanted to, just be alone and be by myself. But somehow, I was attracting those people who actually wanted to help other people. And I feel like for me, it kind of opened a space in myself where I realized, dang, I actually do want to dive into some form of mental health for people. It may not be, to the same extent as, my two friends or anybody else I met that deals with a lot of mental health, like, I guess, want to help people with mental health and stuff like that. But it's to in a stance where I'm like, I actually do care enough to want to, help guys when they're going through some stuff, especially since I've been through a bunch of messed up stuff, that you know of course, and stuff that you don't know of, but.
Oh,
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's always good to have that balance of friendship and find, like, not just friends, but just find a community of somebody who you actually trust to where you can open up to yourself. Because, like you said, if you can't, help yourself, then how are you supposed to take care of somebody else? Especially for us, as guys, like, it's our job when we get in a relationship. It's our job to take care of, our partner. It's our job to be that force that they can actually come to and burden themselves with. And my thing is, like, you can't really give them advice, or you can't really, I guess, tell them. I guess I help them through it if you don't really believe what you're saying. Because at that point, it's like you're being a hypocrite. It's like I'm like, How am I gonna take your advice when when let's say your mom just died, and you don't even want to talk about it. You don't even want to let it out. You don't want to scream. You just want to keep it in and just keep saying I'm fine, I'm fine. Because that's really a big common thing for us, man. We say we're fine, and then we move on, and then it looks like we're fine, and we get to the point where we might actually believe that we're fine, and all it takes is one tiny thing to go wrong, and you just break down. Whether that's in the anchor, whether that's just you just start bawling your eyes out, like, I don't want to do this anymore, and just stuff like that. So I feel like mental health really is important, especially for our generation. Yeah, it's something that needs to be dealt with.
yeah. When before I like even went to college, I felt like I really needed to understand myself and like um, deal with some mental health issues that I was having at the moment. But like I was in high school and I didn't even know that these were mental health issues. I just thought that I was going through a rut, and it was like to the point where I I know now that I was depressed, but I didn't know then that I was. But when I was dealing with it, it never really felt like, depression. It didn't really hit me as much. And that's because I just went on walks. Like I didn't really do anything else. I didn't go to therapy. I didn't talk to anybody about it. I just went on walks. And thing about me is I talk to myself. I'm a little weird, but
Me too, bro.
I talked to myself out loud. It was bad, bro. If somebody was walking past me, they'd be like, "Who is that? Who is that crazy person over there? Who are they talking to?" But it's not like I was saying, "Yeah, we really need to fix this, bro." And I was just like, "Yeah, yeah, bet." It was never anything like that. I was just like, I was just saying the things that were going through my head out loud because it helps me really figure things out when things are like in the space, like spoken into existence. So when I was in high school, I used to just go on routine walks, and that that helped. And I think something as small as that is like dealing with your mental health as well, because I'll be honest, if I didn't go to therapy, I'd still be going on walks, and I'd probably still be fine, honestly. But like, it has to get to a point where you feel secure in the way that you're dealing with your mental health. If you feel like you're like losing your grip on it, then it's probably not helping. But I'd say for sure in this day and age, you need something to just like, I won't even say that, like, mental health, like, dealing with it in a way. Like, I wouldn't really say that you need something to help deal with your mental health. I'd say that you need something to help you relax. Like, you need something to help you um, find peace. Because I feel like when you find that peace, that's you dealing with your mental health as well. Because when you have like two sides of coin, right? You're stressed out, but you're also at peace. You tend to find the reasons why, and I think that's something that's really influential in dealing with mental health, or
Yeah.
just like dealing with the world that we're living in now.
Yeah. Um. So, question.
Type,
Aside from, cause you say you
type.
you know you say you do like walks and stuff like that. At least you used to. So, like,
Mm.
aside from that, for people who don't really like walks, like, what would you, either things that you have done that you found worked, or just things that you can think of, like, what would you suggest for people who do not really big walkers?
Bro, I want you to take a good look at what you're doing right now. That also helps.
Yeah.
Um, Honestly, I was never much of like a draw what's in like my headspace, like my emotions out on a canvas. I was never big on that. Even in like school, they were like, "Hey, you need to draw something that's like really emotional." I didn't really, I don't really vibe with that. I was just like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm gonna do my own thing. So, but at the end of the day, I feel like having an outlet, just like anything. My dad runs. He likes to go on runs. He says it's peaceful. Um, right now, I don't really do anything for it, like my mental health besides going to therapy. But I used to like um, draw whenever I was like anxious, and it'd be like a little sporadic, but anything that helps. Um, I know playing a sport also helps, like basketball. That could help. Just going to the court. Um, Going to the gym. That also helps. Going to the gym for a lot of people actually. That's like one of those things where you're just like mellow.
Yeah.
Cause I think that is actually scientifically proven that you get like a serotonin boost. So also plug that. Go to the gym. That does help.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Yeah. No. Like, honestly, I agree with you on the, like, never being big on kind of like drawing your feelings out. For me, I guess it could also be the fact that back then I didn't really talk about my feelings, so drawing it wasn't really like whatever. I just kind of, I just kind of like drawing for a different reason. But now I recently started drawing my feelings, and I really realized how dark my thoughts has been, and I have like I have things in my you know arsenal right now that I drew, and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, if I show anybody this, I'm probably gonna be committed.
Committed is
It,
crazy.
it's that's like how dark it is, but it helped though for me. It helped me release that. I want to say let's just call it inner demon. It helped me release that inner demon out, and just for a little. I mean, it helped for a little bit, but just like just drawing it doesn't really do anything for you if you don't actually um what's the word? If you don't actually deal with the emotion, that just gets it in a paper and gets it out of, I guess, like out of your head for a while. So for me, it helped until and then I started talking about it. Also, I started journaling like while I was in like my last year in college, and that really helped. Um, for all of y'all religious, people out there. So what I did my last couple of months in school, because I was going through some really really dark time. I decided to get a. I actually got this got it as a present for somebody else, but then I realized it was actually a pretty good idea. Let me do it for myself as well. Um, I got a journal, regular journal. Went to Five Below, wherever you guys want to buy your journal, and then I went to the church that I was currently going to, and then I just asked for the priest to bless it. I left it with them for a while. They blessed it, sent me an email, show me a text or whatever, and then I grabbed it and then I prayed over it, and then I wrote on it, and I just actually it was more like it was, since it's blessed now. I felt like, okay, so everything I'm writing here, I'm writing directly to God. For me that really helped, because all of my hard times, everything that I felt like I was either afraid or couldn't discuss with anybody else, I wrote down on that journal. And instead of having it be just a plain journal, for me, it really felt like I was being connected to God in a way that I forgot I could. And it helped me for a while. And the trick is with anything, consistency. Just keep doing it, even on days where you don't want to do it. And I did that for a while, and then I stopped. And then and then now I'm trying to do it again, because like honestly, my journal is right here too. Like that's my journal.
Oh,
Yeah, bro, that's my journal. Bro. We've been to
bro
some
got
stuff.
dice on it.
Heck yeah, bro, we've been to some stuff. This is my blessed journal. Like I really treat it with respect. Until you see, like I said, respect, and I realized, look at all this messed up stuff right here, bro. I'm sorry, God, but yeah, I don't know. It's just like things like that. If you're really religious and you don't, and like you want to, it also helps you even get closer to God. And even if you're not religious, or if you're not spiritual, like just find something that works for you. That's like, I guess, like tied down to you. Something that's nobody else. You feel like nobody else can do or wants to do. It's just like, I don't know. Whatever works for you works for you, as long as it's healthy. Let's add that in there. As long as it's healthy, whatever works for you works for you. I know some of y'all out here talking about, bro, I'm out there smoking that weed, bro. I'm out there on that Zaza, bro.
Bro, me too. It helps.
And see, and that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Me personally, it don't help for me. I have some issues. I have some issues we're not gonna talk about them. But for me, it doesn't work. It doesn't help. But then I feel like with that though, because I seen it happen a lot of the time with people that I care about, and just the people that I don't really know. People get addicted to it, just like anything you get addicted to it. They start doing it for the wrong reason. It went from just like taking off the edge, just making, like, helping them calm down, to I need this, I need this, I need this. I can't function without this. And I feel like once you hit that level, that's when you really gotta sit down and being like, and really think about it. Like, this was supposed to be something that can help me, but now it's more hindering me and hurting me than it is helping me. And then that's when you have to figure a way to put a brake on it and just like slow down and find something else to replace that for a while, until you can get a handle on it again. But like with walking and like going to the gym and journaling, bro, you can go crazy. You can get addicted to that if you you want. Just, of course, just keep it in a healthy manner, because I feel like anything you do, even journaling, I don't know how, but I feel like it could also, if you do it, if it can also become a toxic thing. I don't know how. I don't know how. I
You just
feel like
start
it.
extreme journaling. You just
Exactly,
write
bro.
until your fingers bleed.
Bro, no, exactly, bro. That's what no, for real. That's what I'm saying. Like you.
No, if you actually get to that level, you need help. Please
That's what I'm saying.
stop. Just stop. It's not
That's-
that serious.
It's like you wake up. It's like you wake up, bro. You like, bro, I'm so tired of this BS, bro. Oh, this idiot out here doing stuff. You just like, ugh. People are like, bro, we gotta
Your
go.
hands start
Like,
shaking.
like, I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet. Like, like you turn into like what you call a death note, bro. That's. I'm sorry. That's just that's
Do
Anyway,
you
yeah,
think that light eventually got carpal tunnel? I know, completely unrelated, but do you think that he eventually got carpal tunnel?
bro. You got you though. Like, I don't see how now. Like,
Okay.
am I wrong here? Like, am I wrong here? Like, you tell me, am I wrong? I feel like I don't like the amount of I'm. I, you, I mean, I don't know, but but yeah, that's honestly all I have for that. I mean,
Bro, I was gonna say something about like how art is a great way to like um you know, get those feelings out,
yeah,
and it's also a great hobby.
yeah,
But this market, man, this job market, man, it's insane.
bro, for real.
Like I don't know if anybody's paying attention to the entertainment industry, but like I have a cousin who's in the entertainment industry, and just like we were all going through like this whole job market thing because me and Benny just graduated. Um, we're seeing that the job market is also like in shambles over here in the Midwest. Now imagine those coastal areas after they just did the strike. It is a mess over there, and I don't know. I don't know about this whole entertainment industry. I don't know if it'll even last, honestly. Just look at Cartoon Network. Just
Wait,
saying.
what's going on with Cartoon Network? I haven't
What
been
do you-
I haven't been paying attention, bro. What's going on with Cartoon Network, bro?
Bro, Cartoon Network is gone. What are you talking about?
What you mean it's gone?
It's gone. They're done.
What you mean it's done, bro?
They're done. Like there's no more Cartoon Network.
I mean, I'm no longer at that age where I actually watch those cartoons again, so I don't really pay attention to it. So I mean, and bro, nowadays, I can just look at it, go to like some type of subscription and just look for the cartoon. So, but which really sucks though. But I mean, I feel like it's just if people play their card right, especially with like new generation like us coming up. We all, because basically we are the next generation of the industry. So it's our job to change it and pick up from where they either fell off. That's what I'm gonna say, bro. Pick up from where they messed up. But also, I feel like it's really hard because we have to be able to. Because the only way we can actually make our mark is to get hired by the older generation, and it's harder to get hired by them because they want us to work like they work, and that's 9 out of 10. That's not how every single one of us work. We all have visions. We all have things that we want to do, but it's harder to get in there because they. I don't know, bro. It's just hard. I'm just sick and tired of this life, bro. like that's all I have, bro. It's making my mental health go insane. See, that's another thing, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. You saw me in school, bro. My mental health went from, and that boy was doing a roller coaster. I didn't know what to do with my life. Like, I got to the point where I'm just like, I'm so tired of art. Like, I am so tired of animation, dude. I walk in class, I look at the teacher, I look at all of them, like, I just want to go home. The amount of time I used my skip is crazy. I showed up, I showed up and I realized, bro, I had to get small with it too. I realized I'm like, yo, let's not use too much. So I would show up and then sit there for like 5 minutes, enough to where bro, call Rose and stuff like that, and then I look at the clock. I'm like, yeah, it's like 10, 15 minutes. Okay, cool. I've been here for 15 minutes, and then I just dip out. No worries. I dip out. Do not come back at all. And then I do it for 2 days, then give it a week pass, then do it again. That's how bad my mental health got, to the point where I just didn't want to show up. I just stopped showing up. But
Bro, I remember us being in class, and the first time that you just like dipped out of there, I was like, where is this man going? Like, what? Like the fact that you just like go to class and then just disappear from the class and then come back at the end. Like, what's the point of even being there?
to get my attendance, bro.
You came in just to walk around? Like,
Yeah, I got my attendance. That way, I saved my absent points. My ability to skip for next time without getting in trouble. I saved it. I stacked it up, but I still showed up. According to him, I was still there for like 10, 15 minutes, and then I came back at the end, grabbed my bag, and dipped out. Like, I didn't even say nothing to him. I might just say, psh.
to any high schoolers that are moving on to college, or just like early college goers, don't be like Benny. Don't like actually go to class. Please pay attention. It's so easy. It's so easy to pass a class. It's actually really insane.
But I passed though.
Hey, we're not listening to the people who are like skipping out of class. The only reason you passed is because it was an art class. If it hadn't been any other class, you're failing.
No, that's the thing. Like, you forgot. Now, I had different majors throughout my lifetime. So I did the same thing with my outer class back in the olden days, and I still passed. I still did my work. Okay, I showed up, sat through, got my attendance point, dipped out. Which I'm gonna say, if I have a kid, bro, I'm like, hey, respectfully, I did the same thing. Please be better than me. I'm raising you to be better than me. So to like you say, to all the next generation out here going to college, bro, please do not skip. I know you're gonna have it. I don't want to be one of those people, but I know there's going to be time where you're just like, I don't want to be here, and that's valid. We all have, like we said, we all have our mental health. Like, we all have our mental health day where we legit feel like we just can't do anything, and it's fine to take a break. It's fine to be just like shut down from the whole, from the world, from the universe, or whatever you want to say. Just shut down from the outside and just be in your own space and collect yourself. But it becomes a problem for yourself if you do that every single time. Because what I realized after, doing the whole skipping thing multiple times, I realized that nothing is going to change if I don't show up. All I have to do is just show up. Like, I may not want to do any work. I may not even do any work, but just by showing up, bro, bro.
You said, I may not want to do any work. I may not do any work.
It's like, I had to correct myself, bro. I may not do any work, but just by showing up, bro, that's working. That's work enough. Especially if you really feel so down that you don't even want to be there. The fact that you got up, bro, please brush your teeth, though. Like, respectfully, please brush your teeth. And, like, if you don't want to take a shower, that's fine. Just don't smell musty. And, like, have consideration.
Right. Deodorant, please.
Exactly. Have consideration for everybody else around you, bro. Because, respectfully, I get the fact that you're going through some stuff. I get the fact that you don't want to be there. But don't make anybody else who already don't want to be there just don't pass out.
Bro, why did some of our classes actually feel like there was a deodorant shortage? Like it felt like there was like they were running out of deodorant at stores. Like You walk into class and it's just BO. Like, please, what's happening here?
You just go. When you know, like, I don't know, like I was saying, it's just like, just show up, because just by, you may not know it, but just by showing up, you're actually doing more work than actually, being there and actually working, if that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense to me, but, what makes sense to me don't make sense to a lot of people. But, yeah, I don't know, that's legit what hit me. After I did that a couple of times, I started realizing, bro, I'm not even showing up for anything. Like, I'm paying all this money for this, to do this stuff. And I want to get better at this. And I know right now everything sucks. And I don't want to be around everybody. But let's say I took like 3 days off from school. I still had to work because I wasn't doing, but I took 3 days off from school. But that's, for me, that was enough. I'm like, 3 days off is too much. But I'm like, I took 3 days off and I want to take a week. Like, I don't want, let's not do that. Because I'm not showing up. Therefore, I'm missing what's being, taught. And I'm missing the knowledge that, I look at me sound like a book, bro. Ugh, knowledge. But, I'm just missing that, that, I guess, that time. Because 9 out of 10, when I did feel like crap, and I did show up, I didn't do anything. I walked in, bro. You saw me. Like, I feel like majority of the time, everybody in there knows when I just not feeling it, because I walk in there with the most lowest energy. I'm just like, headphones in, like always, just not saying anything. I just go straight to my seat, sit down. My teacher's like, bro, I didn't even know you were here. I look, I'm like, yeah, I'm here, and I go back, like my head down. I'm just like, I don't really want to be here. But I still showed up though. I didn't do anything. I opened my welcome tablet, bro. All I did was just stare at it. Like, I drew one line. I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to be here. But I stayed for the hour or 2 hours the class was, and by the time I got out there, it was like, I don't know. I was still feeling crap, but at least I showed up for something. Just show up, bro. That's all it takes. You don't gotta talk to anybody. You don't gotta do any work. You just show up. Show your presence. Be like, hey, sure. I'm here. Even when I didn't feel like being here, I still showed up. And that's really a life lesson that you're going to take with you, just not from school. Go ahead, Colin. I'm done talking.
I was gonna say that there are some universities that don't allow you to have mental health days. Yeah. You guys should feel justified in wanting to take a mental health day, and I really want to speak out about that, because mental health is just as important as anything else. Like, you get sick, and you could affect the whole entire classroom. It's just as important as that. You need to take care of yourself before you can sit down and do your work. So just recently we graduated, like I said, but there was a professor that didn't allow us to take mental health days, and I thought it was very stupid. So if there is a university or a college that you're at, or a class that you have, just know that you are justified in wanting to take a mental health day. And honestly, fight the power. I'd go on strike if I were you. I'd actually say, everybody, we gotta walk out of class. We gotta say that we're all depressed and just go home.
He said that we're all depressed. Yeah.
Yep, that's what I would do.
Yeah. I mean, I got. Go ahead.
We're at 50 minutes. I don't know if you wanted to end it here. My phone is actually dying. So, you know.
That's fine, bro. We can end it here. Yeah, just to end things up, I hope you guys enjoyed our somewhat off-topic But mental health speak. Um, like we say, it's really important, and I feel like, at least I hope, you guys, I hope you guys can actually take something out of this. Because at the end of the day, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not doing this because I wanna, be YouTube famous. I could care less. I'm not doing this because I'm like, yo, let's get that money, But it's more in the sense where, just from my personal experience, like I went through some really scary stuff that opened my eyes to how important mental health is, and the only one of the reason why I got out of it. Well, I'm not out of it, but one of the reasons why I learned how to deal with it is because I did talk to the community around me. I did talk to the people that I trusted, and it helped. So I feel like if you don't have a community, we can be a community. If you have some stuff you want to talk about, if you want have some stuff you want us to discuss, or just DM us down there, wherever down there is, right in the comments somewhere, and like we can go from there, and we'll be creating a like personal. At least I want to create a like an email just dedicated to this channel. So if you don't want to ask your questions in the comment, you can just send it through the email. If you don't want us to know your email, bro, you can hide your email. There's a thing for that now. Okay, so
There's a thing for that.
yeah, bro, there's a thing to hide your email. Like it can make a fake email so somebody don't get it. Like especially if you have an iPhone. Like I do it multiple times. But yeah, like shut up, bro. Yeah, just don't be afraid. And plus, we appreciate some feedback, send some comments, and like and subscribe. Go ahead, Colin.
I also want to say that we could do like a little Discord. I know Benny's against it. He says that Discord's for the weirdos, but hey, I love weirdos, so we could do a Discord, guys. I'd love for somebody to just like join the call and just chill with us, because it doesn't have to just be us two.
Please, yes, I'm down for that.
We're a community,
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I want to operate my own brand as well. And I think with the community, it just takes communication and good vibes. So, yeah. Like you said, like, subscribe. Oh, I messed up my English. I messed up my English so bad.
It's
like
I
and
did that
subscribe.
Loud, bro. It's okay. I did that loud, bro. It's okay. It's about time an American does it,
Okay. Anyway, I'm ending my recording.
Okay. Yeah.
Messed it up.
Deuce.